Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Now, power has run out again, and this is again something I really need to fix. Now, it seems we have plenty of coal coming in, but maybe it's just backing up because these things have power down for the moment. I'm not entirely sure. So what I want to do is I want to build another two of these power systems up here, called the coal generators, and I found a spot that is supposed to be okay. We can fit one in right about here somewhere. Oh, almost. There we go. So we would need a splitter, of course, on this belt right here. Oh, that's the wrong button there. So let's get a splitter. Right, and hopefully this is not going to be too steep. That is too steep. Because of course it is. Alright, so let's have a look. What about over here? Yeah, too steep again. This is a little bit frustrating because... yeah. Alright, you know what? Maybe a different idea. Let's bring this one up like so. We'll put a splitter up here, and I'll just have to make a jump for just a moment. And we will put a conveyor pole right about there. This one will go from here to there. That one should hopefully be able to fit. Yeah, okay, cool. And then from here, can we... oh crap. That doesn't quite work out. The problem is I could probably build this stuff somewhere else, but I want to keep some space. And this ridgeline is otherwise pretty useless. So I was thinking that maybe I could find a way to make that work. We maybe still can even, I don't know. Let's put another conveyor pole right here. Right, that should work. Maybe we can put another power station, coal generator, right about there. Yeah, that works. And that one should function quite well. Okay, cool. And maybe if we now put another splitter up here, and from there hook this up to... there we go. Very nice. Alright, now all we need is power, so we still have a line left, and I guess this one isn't going to be used for anything else anytime soon. We will hook that up like so. And is there any power line anywhere else, I wonder? We can make one there, and we can hook this up to that one. We'll hook this up to that one. And now we have two more power stations for coal. Now this is a very interesting looking system because it splits up many times, it goes up all over the place along the cliffs. Something I really like in this game. Hopefully this is going to be enough though. But one thing I want to try and do is I want to upgrade these belts into the next tier. And we can do that, but it requires another tech upgrade or unlock, I guess, depending, yeah. Unlock. It's really an unlock, isn't it? Ouch. I should not have made that jump. Luckily though, we should still have some food available to us in the thing below. But first of all, of course the power is off. Nothing is producing anything. But now with the extra two stations, hopefully everything will function, even though we have barely got any fuel in any of these things. I do like the idea of having a lot of smokestacks up along the hillside there. I don't know why these are not smoking, but I guess they will soon. Everything is working again after all. Now then, what I want to do is I want to go to tier 3. We have logistics Mark II. We have conveyor belts Mark II and conveyor stackable poles, which are also very neat, I think. We can go up to about 3 high with these. Now the conveyor belt transports up to 120 resources per minute. I'm not sure what the old tier gives us. Logistics. Utility, it's under other milestones, I suppose. Well, it doesn't really matter. We could also go for Logistics Mark III, but we need other things that we do not have. We will go for Logistics Mark II. So let's select this milestone, and of course we need this stuff. We need about 1,000 of that stuff. We needed 20 reinforced iron plates. Now all we need is 20 rotors, and I need to craft those by hand because we have not automated those. Actually, no, we did automate those, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. So we should just be able to grab about 20 of those from the container over here. That is, yeah, the rotors are coming in. We should also grab whatever we've got over here, add that to the existing stack. This is 12. Alright, 13, 14, 15. It's easier and faster to just grab it from the belt. Apparently we're not using that one anymore. But I could craft them by hand, but this is faster. And it's kind of funny going up on the high conveyor belt. Like, this is such a weird system. But it does function. It's kind of weird that there's not so many of these support poles, I guess, but hey, the game doesn't complain, so neither will we. Right, so when we have Mark II, hopefully, we should be able to get more coal out of this thing. Now, we are about to run out of coal because there is another problem that has crept up in the meantime, and that is that my cart has actually flipped. Yeah, it's flipped. It's really weird. Alright, first of all, let's launch this thing.
Milestone reached. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation.
Yeah, that could really help out in this area right here, maybe. But yeah, look at this. Look at that shit. Alright, so we can drive it. Oh. Alright, so just pressing E fixed it. That's a bit of an interesting problem, though. Alright, so let's have a look at the truck station. Luckily for us, we have a lot of spare coal in here. But like I said, it's not really being transported out fast enough. Oh no, it's all kinds of divided up. And that just doesn't work well for me. So, logistics, conveyor pole, stackable, and Mark II. This just costs, wow, a lot of reinforced plates. Alright, and with that I can already tell we will need to upgrade our splitter as well. Right, yeah, conveyor belt Mark II. And it goes in sections as well, oh my god. Right. This is going to cost us a lot of resources. But we will do about as much as we can. Alright, so I used up about 3 of them. I can't afford any more. That is unfortunate. But you can tell that there is a significant upgrade in speed, which is kind of nice. And we do need it. I don't care about this other belt because it just kind of feeds back into itself. And now we need splitter upgrades. So I wonder how and when we can unlock that stuff. Now the coal truck is on its way again. Hopefully this coal, the way it's transported out of here, is sufficient to feed all of these machines for a long while. That would be really nice. Now then, let's have a look at milestone tier 4, logistics Mark III, conveyor belt 3, improve melee combat. Ah, man, steel pipe, steel beam, steel ingots, foundry, miner Mark II, encased industrial beam. There's a lot of stuff here. But we're not done with some of the things that we still have to do. Also, obstacle clearing is something I would like to have. So let's, we'll have to wait for a while. Anyway. What else do we need? We needed, of course, to automate these reinforced platforms, or whatever they're called. I keep forgetting, but let's have a look. Modular frames. So for that we needed reinforced iron plates, and we need iron rods. Alright, so these are being made automatically. we still need to improve upon that production speed. Also, we need to create more screws automatically. That is something we can fix right away. Alright, so we have a constructor. It will make screws for us, because the supply of screws is insufficient. Like, this belt is pretty saturated, which is good, but then the other belt doesn't really fill up as nicely as I want it to. So, let me have a look. We can fit one over here, I suppose. We'll turn it around just a little bit. Leave some space to work with at the back to turn the transport belt, which needs to be curved into here. Right, and then of course we need this stuff to come in. Right, so this one goes up and over onto the merger. It is then split off over here, and this works out okay. This could do some more things with what it's getting, but I think we really need another machine as well. Or maybe, oh no, we're really not getting a lot of iron ingots, are we? I wonder, why is that? This one is completely full. This one is almost empty, and we're just not getting a lot of iron here, and that is because it is being split, isn't it? Or maybe this outpost isn't good enough. Like, this is impure. This is impure. Okay, so the output of that is going to be decreased. This is impure. Ah, everything is becoming impure. Interesting. That's good to know. Right, we can help fix this maybe, potentially, if we put a splitter on this machine. We'll put a merger. Alright, if that fits. Come on. Alright, so we cannot do it here, but we can do it right there. So what is this? This is a splitter, right? One of them is being split over here, I guess. Yeah. Do we even need a splitter? No, we don't. I did not pay attention to that, but we can easily just split this into that one. Well then, that stuff is coming out. That's excellent. So this one is all completely backed up as well, or next to completely backed up. So that is going pretty well. Problem for a later time, I guess. Right. We definitely need to increase our production, but yeah, we could also, because this is making many things, we could just put a splitter over here, put a merger right about there, and then we'll just go from here to... doesn't like me to do that, unfortunately. I wonder if we sit right here, line it up almost perfectly. Yeah, alright, there we go. Hopefully that should help out a little bit as well, because this one is completely saturated. Alright, so this is a splitter, and this stuff is being split over here. I guess we could put a merger up over here. This is a little bit weird and finicky, but it could work. No, that's a splitter. We need a merger. Damn it. Yeah, this is situated a little bit weirdly, I suppose. Alright, so what can we do with this? Well, we can go over here. We can go... Right, and if we put a merger right about there, can we... No, that's what I thought. Oh. Alright, what can we do with this? I wonder. Maybe if we put a conveyor pole right there, we'll go No, that's too steep. But if we put a conveyor pole over here, encroaching a clearance, of course. A little bit over to that side. That fits. Can we then from here go to there? No. Encroaching clearance. What to do, what to do? Yeah, it's all too steep. It's not going to work out. That is unfortunate. But what can we do? We could split it over here as well, I guess. But I don't know. It splits too many times. It's going to limit our throughput, I suppose. It just doesn't want to work too well. Or maybe what we could do is we could stop splitting over here. And we'll go take this one and connect that one up to there. And then this one will not have to split, and this one will split because this can. Yeah, this is going to be okay. This will work out nicely for us, I think. Cool. And of course, I did see that we have another 2 mineral patches, or iron patches actually, over in this direction. So we could just open these up as well and connect these up to the splitters, but we would have to go all the way around. And we could do it. We could actually do that pretty easily with our new stackers. We could just like take these two, put the stacker pretty high up, and then just kind of go over or underneath all of these things and then connect it all the way up to the back, especially along this right hand side here. Should not be too much of a problem. Question is, do we want to? But oh well. Alright, so I wanted to automate the production of these other things, right? Of the modular thing. We need assembly. For that we need, right, we need many things that we need to craft by hand. First of all, I need a couple of those. We need a couple of iron rods as well. The iron rods are not in here. And we don't have any iron rods in storage because they're immediately being used up. Alright then. This might actually turn out into a bottleneck instead of being useful to us. I'm not entirely sure, but it does begin to look like it. Right, so we will have to do something with that. The iron rods, definitely we need more of those. We need some to make more screws for us. Right? Actually, we can have a look at how this turns out, because we have the merger over here. These belts actually look pretty saturated right now. Maybe not the worst thing in the world, but we do need a few more iron rods over here. Right, so we will connect this up. There's a little bit of extra work, but I don't mind too much. Now, one of these iron ore patches should be able to sustain a couple of smelters. Now, this is impure, so maybe not too much. We'll have to keep a lookout and see how things perform. Now, one thing I would like to have in this game is pillars, because we can make foundations, and I could see myself like making an extension out of this cliff, but it seems weird to me to have it just float in the air, and I don't want it to build it. I don't want to build it all the way down, so that's just the kind of weird thing that we have to consider here. So we'll turn that thing around like so. And of course we are going to need a power pole, and we need to connect that one up to one of our other power poles. Now we have one over here. I will make one up on this little hilltop so that we can access this from other locations. That one will connect to so. Now to make this other miner we need a portable miner. I don't know if I still have one of those, so for now we're going to make a smelter. And I will make the smelter right at the edge over here. Let's connect that up. We will set this to making iron ingots. Of course, This will be connected up to the power as well. Now then, we need a constructor. For that we need reinforced iron plates, which we need to pick up from the other side of the factory. Alright. Right now the factory is pretty small, and we can make this, of course, we can make this very condensed, so it should not be too much of an issue. Unlike a game in like Factorio, where your factory gets absolutely massive, like it is insanely big. And at some point you can take a train through your own factory, and you're going to sit there waiting for 5 minutes while the train is rushing at full speed to get from point A to point B. It is that kind of game. That's how expansive it gets. It's really cool to see, because you start with nothing. In this game you will hopefully get to that same level. Like, this is still pretty small right now. Feels pretty big comparatively speaking for this game, actually. But yeah. Right, is there anywhere else we could build this though? No, because there's not a lot of space, and we should keep that for other transport belts, I suppose. Though maybe we could have this stuff right there. That's not too bad. I think that makes sense. So if we build 2 of those, we'll connect this belt up to, no, right about there. This will fit, but just barely. Alright. So then, this thing will start making iron rods for us. So will this other thing. Now I can already see the iron or the ore production is not going to keep up with this metal, or it's just going to be pretty constant, right? Alright, so we have rods coming in over here. This of course is a splitter. We could use a merger over here. About there, seems okay. Now then, I want to connect this over, and I guess what we could do is we could try out our new conveyor stackable pole. Ah, we can build it up manually to where we need it to be. That is really cool. Alright, so this goes up by 2. And this one encroaches another clearance. Right, like so. Actually, maybe not to here. Maybe we should get another one on top. So I want to go high. I want to make sure that I don't cross these outputs. I might want to use those for something else. This one doesn't quite work like that. Okay, can we connect this one up to... Yeah, okay, that works. And on this one we'll go to the upper one. This one will connect up to here. And then we cannot use this because that will be blocked by something else. Now this is the splitter. This is the merger. What to do? Because we could potentially I don't know. Because that is never going to work, because we have to cross through something else. We could possibly go lower. Right? That could work. Maybe. We would have to get rid of this. Get on that thing over here. Right, now I wonder, I'm pretty sure I know the answer already, but I'm curious. Can we put a... No, we cannot put a conveyor pole on that stuff. Alright. Alright, so if we put one down over here, it'll connect down up to over here. Right. Now we would have to go, let's make a jump there. And I'd have to be able to come in over here. Ah, that doesn't work. Crap. Maybe if we put another merger over here. Does that fit? It does not. Alright, another interesting question then. Could we put it over here? So if we have one merger over here, we can have one merger over there. We will get rid of that merger, this thing, and this would have to curve up somewhere else a little bit, I guess. Just trying to work through things here, but we could... Right, so we would have to split over here somewhere. This could be a good location. Right, come on, there we go. And there we go. Cool. Right, I need to jump off here for a moment. Alright, that works. And this one, can we get up to... Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so this one will connect up to that one. Can we go from here to... There, it says yes. I'm not entirely convinced yet though, because I want to see how that crosses over to the other side. Yeah, no, that doesn't really look like it should work, right? Also, we need another power pole over here, so we'll put one down over here. Use that last line to here. Hook this one up to that one and that one. Right, we need to jump on top of this one. It's a wonderful mess. Right, so technically these things are clearing. Right, but only technically. I don't like the look of that. Like, it works functionally, but I want more than just functioning. I want it to look good. That's a pretty tall order here, I think, but yeah, well. How could we do it though? There's no real way to do that. Because we can just move it up, but it's about roughly the same height everywhere. So I'm guessing we should just be happy with what we're getting here. Alright then. So let's have a look. This is pretty much producing as fast as it can. So we could put a splitter up here. Hook that up. This will be set to making iron rods. It already is. Alright, so this is going pretty well. I mean, this amount of iron ore seems about right for the production output of this manufacturer. And then these two, or the smelter and these two manufacturers. These seem to be able to keep up pretty well. Let's have a look. One, yeah, because it's 68 in here, so that builds up pretty well. 6 in here, but this is also slowly building up. Or roughly staying the same, but at least it always has an iron ingot to work with. Yeah, and it very slowly is filling up as well. So this is producing about as fast as it can until we put in slugs to, you know, really power up the production of this stuff. Alright, now I'm very curious because I would like to find a way to make a jump pad up there, but it's too big. And I wonder, could we make a jump pad? And yeah, we could make a jump pad over here, but how high would it go is the question. Alright, so we put a power pole right there. Use that last one just to have a look. Pop. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep that one. And we can always jump off from over here onto those belts without getting fall damage, which is fantastic. Now then, let's have a look. So the iron rods that we're making now, the extra ones, are coming up here. They're being split over into these machines, where they are now being turned into rotors. Now, screws do still seem to be a problem. They've got a pretty steady supply though. Like I don't know if we can compress this anymore. But maybe what we could do is upgrade that conveyor belt into Mark II, right? Maybe that will help with the input. Maybe that will speed things up a little bit. But that means we should have to upgrade all of this stuff. And luckily this one isn't too long. Oh shit, that's really fast. Right, so that works. That works. We still have plenty. Oh boy, this is really super fast though. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh boy, yes, this did the trick. Now this is functioning at maximum capacity. Now we could put in the power slugs when we get to it later, because yeah, then this produces faster and we can keep up with the demand now. So this works well. Just the actual production of the rotor could be a little bit faster. And of course we need to expand upon this system greatly if we want to keep up with our demand, but this works pretty well so far. I'm pretty happy with this. And I like having the second floor. Of course we're going to wall this in later, but for now I think we're doing pretty well on this front. It looks pretty cool. All of this really, I'm quite satisfied with how my factory is progressing. Now we should get obstacle clearing done and researched. I guess we have. Do we still have enough? No, we don't. Right, because we needed 200 iron rods, and the iron rods are immediately used up over here. That's going to be an issue. We need a separate supply just for the research, I guess. But for now, we've been playing for a while already. So please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.